Hey guys, Red Hot Review, Comic Con Special. What did I decide to review? Small Press! And why wouldn't I check out Small Press? It's got independent people doing independent things in an independently awesome way. Whew! Well, on that note, let's do Red Hot Reviews, Comic Con Small Press. And right here is the artist.
My name is Bobby Rubio, and I am here. I'm the creator of Alcatraz High and Foregone Conclusion, the comic book. And I actually work at Pixar, right? And I worked on the Up and Cars 2, and now the next release, Brave, that's coming up. And on the free times when I'm goofing off, I like do sketches which caught your eyes. Here's my sketchbook, and I do silly superhero drawings like you got,
which is great, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Just look at the stuff in this dude's sketchbook. I mean, and then do you have a website available where people can buy these by any chance?
My website is actually bobbyrubio.com, or you can try me at alcatrazhigh.com, and there'll be links that'll link you to all my stuff, like my DA page and all that. So hopefully you guys will come by and check it out.
So with that in mind, I just want to ask a simple question. Like, what said, like, what just clicked in your head to say, you know what, drawing's gonna be my thing?
When I was a kid, I just drew all the time. It's just, I was drawing at a very young age, and that's all I knew, that's all I wanted to do. And when I saw comics, I knew that was it. I wanted to draw and become a comic book artist. And eventually when I went to college at Cal Arts, I wanted to be an animator. That led to animation.
Nice. So before I go, I'm just going to ask you one last question, a really easy question. What's your favorite cartoon character or superhero?
Favorite cartoon character or superhero? Iron Man's popping up, but it might be because of that big old image of Iron Man behind us. I actually thought Iron Man was a good movie, but you know what? I think Dark Knight was a better movie, so I'm gonna go with Batman.
Here, folks, Bobby Rubio likes Batman. Love him. He's a great guy. Wonderful artwork. Be sure to check out both his websites. This is a great book, by the way. Silly Goose. I got this at my comic store not that long ago. And with me here is the creator of Silly Goose and CartoonFlophouse.com. Introduce yourself, sir.
Schenker, how are you? Los Angeles, representing down in San Diego. And I run the CartoonFlophouse.com. Note the spanking new banner back here. Yeah.
Which is nice, by the way. Very awesome. Very awesome.
So you want me to give you a tour of the shop?
Let every one of my fans know what you got going here.
Alright, well, there's the Elgato Prime Mango series. This is the original, the 9 Lives of Elgato. There's also the 9 Loves of Elgato, and this is for mature audiences only.
Oh, nice.
There's the Sci-Fi Out prequel, which is 80 pages of sci-fi schlock. It's called Future Shock, Elgato 2002, and it's got Elgato versus Roboto Elgato. And then there's those Unstoppable Rogues, which is a lot of fun. It's basically this happy-go-lucky, this pair right here, Clucky and Brett, and they run into prostitutes, smugglers, nothing gets them down. And then Silly Goose, he gave you the spiel on that, and then what's left? Green, Black, and Great, which is sold out of #1, but here's #2 and 3. It's a very absurdist kind of book, a bellhop, and his zany friends, a lot of protege Tintin influence, and Cowboy Hank, a lot of Belgian comic influence on that one. And Chipmunks and Squirrels, the original. First book I ever did, and it collects a strip I did for a bunch of alternative weeklies. It's basically 3 little rodents who make it big in the world of cartoons and then fall into the rock star decadent lifestyle. Drugs, alcohol, women, heroin, and aliens.
In other words, if you're not picking these up, you're clearly bored out of your mind or you're dead. So if you can't make it to the con, or if you're at the con, you should pick these up. But for those that couldn't make it, is there a website by any chance?
Well, funny you should ask. Check out the new banner. There's a subtle, if you can see, you can find the website address in that drawing.
Oh, I was like,
scifihouse.com. Yeah.
He totally got me. Everybody. He totally got me on that one.
But anyway.
Well, this is great. I mean, seriously, this is the whole reason why small press is a lot better than any other stuff that's going on. You know, you have Roger Moore, like his Bobo stuff going on. Stuff like Silly Goose over here. And wonderful comics, wonderful people doing wonderful things for everybody. So check them out.
And also, I'll be at 8 up in San Francisco. Are you going to 8?
I will be at 8.
All right.
So you'll catch me there. You guys.
See you at 8.
To show you guys and to hear the creator talk about it himself. Remind is this new graphic novel that just came out not that long ago. And here to plug it is Jason Brubaker, the creator of Remind. Jason,
Thank you.
so tell me a little bit about Remind.
Remind is a project I've been working on for about 5 years. It started out as a giant idea to make a giant film that was all animated. I tried to do it all myself, but by the rate I was going, it would take like 25 years to finish. So I scrapped it and decided to just do it as a graphic novel so I could get my idea out there to the public. And this is the finished product right here. It's 152 pages.
That's 152 pages of awesomeness, by the way. Just letting you guys know that now.
It's all online as well at remindblog.com. And it's the first part of a two-chapter book series, basically. After the second book comes out, the story's over.
So in other words, get it now, because in a few years it's going to be a film and you're going to kick yourself when you don't have the original copies of this book. That's what basically we're trying to say.
And they're all numbered. I've been numbering them with a stamp, so they are a little bit more of a collector's item. Just like this. So,
now,
block binding.
who in the mainstream business is doing that personally for you? That's what I'd like to know. Nobody. That's who. And that's why you should check out Remind. And it seems like you have another comic book over here as well. You want to talk about this one?
This is my an old high school comic I drew back in high school, like 15 years ago or something like that. And then I rescanned it recently, added a lot of grayscale to it, kind of rewrote a lot of the dialogue to try to learn the publication process. I did this in like 2007. And I finished 3 chapters of it, and this was kind of a big learning curve for figuring out what to do with my next book, basically. So that's pretty much that.
So where can they find Bobos? Basically, is there a website that like they can go to and buy them online?
Everything now is at remindblog.com, or you can go to Coffee Table Comics, and that's the publication name that I've created, and you can find everything there. And if it's not there, you can email me and I'll give you a link to it.
Well, this is great. Like I said, you guys, Bobos, Remind. These are things you should be picking up. Drop your Batmans and your Spider-Mans and whatever else you're in line for right now at the con or trying to get exclusives up online. Get these books before they're gone. You're going to kick yourself in the face for not doing it. Jason, it was nice talking to you. And you got something else over here that's caught my attention as well.
The plushie head pillow.
Now, is that something that's available online or just con exclusive?
I just had a 35-foot on this last minute, and depending on how I sell, I might do some more lines of different styles.
So what you want to do, you guys, to see more stuff like this, you have to go to Jason's site and demand that you want dolls, plushies, action figures of Remind. Because I know I'm going to be the first one in line asking for all sorts of things. But like this one is just great because it's called Monsters Among Us, and Rob Weiss is the creator of this, and he's gonna like fill us in on what this is about. Rob, it's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, definitely. I see you now selling some stuff.
Thank you. Yes, Monsters Among Us is the debut issue here at Comic Con, and it's a sci-fi monster comic book set in the year 1959, and it revolves around this family that has a scientist. Let me take a picture here. It involves this. Get a good one.
Oh, they're all good, by the way.
This family right here, he's a scientist, and he has his wife and son. And what happens is the scientist creates this machine that he wants to turn two-dimensional objects into three-dimensional reality. So he wants to take pictures of items and make them real. And so the reason he wants to do this, he wants to turn photos of food into real food to feed the world's hungry. But things go terribly wrong. Let me show you here. Where
let me just say, can I be the first one for the midnight screening of this? Like, I want to be the first one in line for every one of these screenings because I know this is going to become a film eventually because it's such a great idea. So you guys, I'm going to let him go back to it, but I can already say get this book ready because it already sounds interesting. But keep going.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the comments.
I love
For instance, right here, he had turned a photo of an apple into a real apple, and the mom called him up for dinner after it was successful.
Stunning image. Oh my God.
Now after that, the mom told the son to clean up his toys, and the son was impatient, he was hungry, so what he does is he throws the ball down the steps, it bounces, hits the machine, and turns on the comic book. Now the son earlier had brought home from the drugstore a monster comic book. You know, this is the 1950s, so he runs the monster comic book, and the machine turns on the comic book, so while they're at the dinner, all of a sudden the house starts to rumble, they run down the basements to look, see what's the matter, and behold, before their eyes, all these monsters come to life from the pages of the comic book.
Now let's get because I know you can explain the whole story to me, but you guys should read this, honestly.
Oh yeah, I don't want to give away too much.
He's giving you a good bundle of awesomeness right now. Guys got to pick up this book. Let's just get a bit of the book.
Yes, here's the book. I made it into a hardback book.
Which is great, by the way.
Thank you very much. I thought it'd be something kind of different because most comic books are done, you know, the flimsy, floppy kind.
Right.
And I may do that later, but I want it to be nice and sturdy for people.
No, I love it.
And
I love it because it gives it a classier feel for comic books. You know, everyone has their Hemingways or what have you. I have Monsters Among Us on my shelf, and I pull it out every time I want something fancy to read.
Well, thank you, Liz. And my art team and I, what we wanted to do, because the story is set in the 1950s, we wanted to have a nice classic feel. So if you look at the pages, we did it in a very old school type coloring.
That is just beautiful.
And the artwork of our art team is also very old school, which is the look we were going for.
And it's wonderful. You guys have achieved awesomeness.
Thank you very much. I personally, I'm the writer, and I did the inking, and I did some of the lettering, and editing, and the publishing. And I have a penciler from Italy named Stefano Pavin, who just did a fantastic job with the penciling. I love the classic look that he did.
They're just wonderful.
And I have a colorist who I asked to do Mark Englert to do the coloring, and he did a wonderful job with the coloring, doing a very old school type manner, which I'm very happy with.
Right, no, and I love this. And he has books, and he also has press. Are these going to be available on a website or in stores?
I do. The website is www.monsters-among-us.com, and right now I'm just setting up the website. I've been with it for a few months, but we're going to start putting T-shirts and the books. And I'd also like to do it as a PDF where people can download for I'm thinking like something cheap, like 75 cents, 99 cents, something like that, because I want it to be accessible very inexpensively throughout the world. That's my plan.
You guys, he's giving away awesome writing, awesome artwork, awesome everything. You guys seriously need to pick his stuff up. It is something that if you live without it, you are just limiting yourself on awesomeness and fun reading these. That's my honest opinion. And I'm going to get a copy.
Yes.
And I'm also going to get
There you go. That's for you.
This is for me. Honestly, you guys, this is a great book. I'm just looking at the pages right now. They're stunning pages on a hardcover with a traditional style on the inside. This is pretty much like a comic book, like an old comic. You know, a comic book fan's like ultimate dream right here. So really, pick this up, you guys. Like you are missing out. This is eventually going to be a film. I can feel it in my bones. With the thought of it alone, it's going to be great. So with that being said, this was great. I know I'm going to love this book. And Russ and Brent
of KO Comics. This is Brent, and this is Russ. It's nice to meet you, gentlemen.
Hey, nice to meet you.
So talk about your books, you guys, because I'm really interested. I like what I see here.
What we got here is we got a classic dog versus cat western in a post-apocalyptic world. What every kid needs to read.
Right, right.
We also have a nice 1930s kind of Flash Gordon-esque sci-fi story.
I'm already loving that, by the way. I just want to get in there. I'm loving that already. So.
And last but not least, a nice combination of some real-world superhero stuff, a little bit of barbarians invading the big business scene, as well as monkeys on exploding ships. Can't get enough of that. Check it out.
I love this. I'm telling you guys, stop reading Batman, stop reading Spider-Man, stop reading the Hulk. Pick these books up, you guys. There's nothing better you could possibly read right now. Harry Potter? No, that's not what you're reading right now. You should be reading this instead, because this is not only awesome, it's education. It teaches you about awesomeness. And I'm moving on over here with Russ. He's going to plug his stuff, so let's see what you got here, because I love your stuff as well.
Thanks, man. My comic book's called Amazing Arizona Comics. It's about superheroes that live in Phoenix and how they would react to real current events, like the SB1070 controversy, or last year when the Tempe Town Lake Dam burst near ASU, or when Sheriff Joe recruits celebrities into his deputized posse like Lou Ferrigno and Steven Seagal, what would happen. That's what my comic book's about. The star is Speed Cameron. He's a living speed camera, and he runs fast. So yeah, check it out at karaokefanboypress.blogspot.com. Thanks.
That is a mouthful, but I'll be sure to give you guys more info on the links. Is there another website that they can contact you at?
Check out his website. There's probably a link to something like that.
Yes.
Guys, this is a reason why you need to come to Comic-Con. Not for the Hall H, not for all Spielberg and all these other celebrities. You gotta come here to Small Press, because you are missing out on the greatest stories ever told. And when you see them in theaters, you go, oh, how come I never heard that? Because you don't come to Comic-Con. I got here and I got to finally get to talk to him. And I'm here at the table of the famous Jason Edmondson, and there he is, Jason himself. And Jason, I see you got a lot of wonderful, gorgeous, awesome prints here. I mean, check this stuff out, you guys. Like, seriously, this stuff is just great. All of the stuff he has here, he's selling at the con. So talk about like how you got into this whole thing, if you could.
Well, I went to Ontario College of Art in Toronto. That's where I'm from, and graduated and just started hitting the streets, trying to get some editorial work, some advertising work, doing a lot of corporate work for different magazines, newspapers, advertising agencies, and it just wasn't exciting me too much. So after about 10 years of doing that, I started to get into the genre stuff, is what I call it. You know, toys, monsters, video games, vinyls, movie posters, all that sort of thing. That's very popular at Comic-Con, so it seems like a good fit for me to actually exhibit at Comic-Con.
And has it been going well?
Yeah, actually, its business has been fantastic. Been selling a lot of prints and originals, and met a lot of good future clients, hopefully. So I'm hoping that it'll get bigger every year, and you'll be seeing me here next year.
Which is great, by the way. If you guys didn't get a chance to make it this year, I highly suggest you come next year. Chances are, Jason, will you be here next year by any chance?
Yes, I will.
Jason's gonna be here next year, so if you're a fan of anything I just just recorded right now, and you must be, because you're obviously watching this, you're watching me plug all this stuff in. It's great stuff. I bought a ton of prints right now. A few of them are selling out. Others are selling out as well. So, you know, since you got a couple selling out, is there a website that these people can pick their stuff up at?
Yeah, definitely. Just jasonedmiston.com. There's a link to my store. If you want to know the spelling, check out the sign. And I also have a link to my DeviantArt page, which is a great place for artists to connect and trade art. And I post a lot of my newest stuff on DeviantArt.
So you can follow him on DeviantArt, and you can follow him at jasonedmondson.com. Jason is a Small Press area. When last year I came and I picked up all the issues he has, except for the current one that he has right now. And that current issue is The Possum, and it is created by Mr. Blair Kitchen. Blair, it's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you again.
So, plug me in on this. Like, let my viewers know, let popculturegeek.com and everyone else out there know and on the internet what The Possum is and why they should be picking it.
Well, I mean, The Possum.
Besides it being awesome, I already know that, but he'll let you know why I picked it up.
That's all I had. That was awesome. No, The Possum. It's a funny superhero book. It's you know, an all ages title. It's good for everyone. It's pretty much the lamest superhero that I can think of. It's you know, his powers, he has no vital signs, so he can take a beating. So he gets beaten up, plays dead. They think he's dead, and he gets him on their back. Pretty much perseverance is his real superpower. Yeah, the powers just kind of I've done like you said 5 issues.
When did the 5th one come out? Because I don't have the 5th one. So.
No, you know what? The 5th one just came out 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So I will. It's a recent one.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
First box that I opened.
Yeah, because I mean, like, here's the thing. I bought these 4 issues last year and was so upset when it like just left on a cliffhanger, and that I had to wait a whole year basically to like figure out like, you know, what's gonna happen. But I'm here at the con, and I'm glad that I waited to come here at the con so that way I could meet Blair and pick up the 5th one. But other than that, I mean, like, what inspired the Possum?
I love 70s cartoons, Mad Magazine, Sergio Aragonis, of course, a little bit of Spider-Man, things like that. So,
because you have a lot of influences in here. Like, when you pick this book up, you will see a lot of interesting influences that you wouldn't normally see put together, and that's what makes this book unique. When you start, you know, reading it, you can't put it down. I mean, it's just like, wait a minute, it's a jumble of awesomeness, and it's great. So, I mean, with that being said, is there a website that like they can pick up these books at?
Yeah, my website is www.possumpress.com, and I have an online store there. You can actually go to that website and read the first issue online for free. Yeah, and then from there I have a blog that you can follow and all sorts of fun stuff.
Well, dude, it's great, Blair. And I'm going to move on over here to the Spy Guy stuff. Unfortunately, Blair's brother is the creator. He's not here, but I'm going to come back to you.
Hey,
you want to plug this again?
Sure, yeah, Spy Guy is, my brother's been doing this. He's actually one of the reasons why I started doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's right into it. So, Spy Guy is a cops and robbers kind of story, featuring Spy Guy. It's kind of like you know, everything that was good about those 80s cop movies with like Looney Tunes rolled into one. So it takes place in Toronto, Canada, where Spy Guy is, like, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to tell you exactly what he is. You'll have to read it.
You need to read this because it's great already, guys. I'm already like on getting this as well.
So it's great. You can see some of the lots of fun stuff going on there.
Very fun looking. Just love the imagery. It's just action left and right. So this is another good book you need to pick up. Is there a website that people can pick up?
Yeah, Mike's website is www.altruist.net. So Altruist is ULTRAIST.net.
Alright, so you heard it first. Blair was moving awesome to plug his brother's book and his other books. And I'm going to move on to this other person. These books that are just catching my eyes, sir. But first, before I talk about this book, can I find out who you are? You want to introduce yourself to me?
Yes, I am the original Javier Hernandez.
He is the original Javier Hernandez. So stop harassing everybody on the internet.
Well, not one of the Hernandez brothers, but another rocket star.
Well, tell us about your book.
I'm the Javier Hernandez who does the comic book called El Muerto, the Aztec Zombie.
Nice.
He's also, of course, another superhero that has no vital signs.
Oh, nice. So this is pretty much the Dead Booth, basically.
This is Undead Alley. We haven't come up with a name yet, but
nice. So So tell us a little bit about El Muerto.
It's about this young guy on his 21st birthday. He gets abducted by the Aztec god of death.
Nice.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. And he has his heart ripped out in a ancient Aztec sacrificial ceremony, and it's turned into the Aztec zombie. The story chronicles his adventures, post zombiness.
I like this. I'm interested. I'm gonna also pick up copies of this as well. What else?
Well, let me tell you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have a DVD as well. I'm sorry. It's just that like I keep looking at the artwork. And
I know.
I just get like zombified.
Well, comics. He gets zombified. Comics first, and then the movies. But they made a movie out of my comic book.
Oh, nice.
Starring Wilmer Valderrama from that '70s show, Fez.
Really?
Yeah, and Joel David Moore from Avatar.
Nice.
Tony Plana, a lot of other great actors in there.
Look at this guy. This guy is modest enough to be here at Small Press and not over there in Hall H with all the other bigwigs. He said, you know what? I'm going to be over here, keep it real for the fans, with these people, give them what they want. Comic books, great stories, and I'm glad, and I'm happy to see that. Is there a website that like they can pick up all this wonderful stuff on?
Great viewers can check me out at Havzilla.com.
Nice.
And this is my latest comic book, Weapon Tex-Mex versus El Muerto.
Weapon Tex-Mex versus El Muerto.
Yes.
That's just great.
Those classic superheroes fighting each other until they find out, hey, you're not the real enemy.
Oh, goodness.
Thanks for stopping by and supporting the emotional creator.
With that being said, how many more people do I need to show you so you go, hey, you know what? Small press is where I need to be. Small press is where I need to go for good stories, for amazing artwork, for just awesome everything in general. Support these local comics, not because I'm saying so, but because they're good, because they're interesting. And you know what? Soon enough, you're gonna kick yourself in the face when you see this become a mainstream thing. And go, you know what? I should have gave that a chance when I had like a chance to buy original stuff and read it, and now I got like buy a hardcover or something or whatever. In other words, what I'm saying is check these guys out because they're blowing up, they're flying off the shelves soon enough. They won't have time to read you or whatever, but you can at least say when you go to Small Press, you had time to talk to them there. These guys are great. With that saying, that's been Red Hot Reviews. Good night, everybody.
PopCultureGeek.com. Small Press. Ugh, I can never get this right. Small Press. I hope this doesn't make it to a blooper of some sort or a stinger. Small Press. I can't say it.